Howdy, folks. I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker TV, the Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. Biker news you can use. Biker news for bikers on twos. And today we're going to talk about the Iron Order Motorcycle Club. Somebody has leaked their important papers and their scrolls, their bylaws. All of these things have been leaked to the world. And a guy's channel, he's been on this about a week or two now, maybe three, and putting this stuff out, man. I see you, Chaplain Barefoot. Good to see you. So we're going to talk about, this is my reaction video to that series of videos about the Iron Order's papers being leaked. So this is my reaction video to that. And it's just how I feel. Just me, man. It ain't nobody else. It's just me, my little feelings and what I think. And, nobody cares what I think. But maybe some of you do. That's why you tune in. So we're going to do that for you right after this. All right, how do I get my buttons out of sequence here? It just really gets on my nerves when I don't hit my buttons right. It's supposed to go da 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 then da 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 and then just like this. Yeah. Swoosh. And then I mess it up. I need to put a 1, 2, 3 right there on the buttons. So that way. Prepare yourself. See, I hit a whole damn wrong button then. All right, we'll leave the buttons alone. I need an engineer. That's what I need. Anyone want to come to the studio and do my engineering for me? That would really help. Good morning, folks. Good morning. And Life Resurrection Project said they're bringing some guys down and help build a fence. Is that what you guys, some charity work? Is that what's going on? It's good to see you guys. I'm Black Dragon. Thanks for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. Frank says you're late, Black Dragon. Well, I leave it to Frank Samataro. This guy stays in my ass. He resides. I'm going to reside with 2 feet up Black Dragon's ass, period. And I love you for it, Frank. I do. All right. So, man, this one, I'm such a peaceful person. I'm a peaceful person for reasons. Some of the reasons I'm going to tell you in today's video. I don't like I don't F with people. I kind of like to live and let live. That's just the way. That's how I've always gotten down. I like to live and let live, and you do your thing, I do my thing, and it's all good. Nobody encroaches on anybody. I like it that way. But no matter who you are, what you're doing out there, there's always going to be somebody who's going to find a reason to f with you. That's just, you ain't got to do nothing to them. You all you have to do is exist. And there are people that are going to just find a reason to screw with you. And that's what's happened to the Iron Order in this instance. A guy by the name of Wrecking Ball Bob, who is a pretty funny TikTok creator. He's bigger on TikTok than YouTube. Doesn't have many subscribers on YouTube. He'll probably have more after this video. Has someone sent him the secret scrolls of the Iron Order MC, a motorcycle club everybody loves to hate. They do. They nobody likes those guys. And I did a video called The Reasons Why Most People Don't Like the Iron Order. And it is, you know, well documented that people just don't like them. They just can't stand those dudes. And not particularly for anything they've ever done to most of the people that don't like them. Now, there are people that don't like them that they've done some stuff too. You know, I'm not going to make it like, oh, here's this innocent group of people that they've done some things. And go see that video. You know, I've lined out why I think a lot of people don't like them. But this man, Wrecking Ball Bob, this creator, has gone the entire next step on their ass. And somebody sent him several documents, some books, I think. Yeah, I think they sent him like 3 or 4 books. And in these books are their bylaws, their rules and procedures, standard operating procedures, rules for their prospects, all this stuff that are secrets for them. And Wrecking Ball Bob, let me know if you guys can hear this. Wrecking Ball Bob has decided that whoever sent him this stuff, he is going to put it out in several videos to the world. So here is one of his YouTube videos.
A homo. Welcome to Wrecking Ball Bob's Iron Order Leaked, where you're going to get an inside look at some of the Iron Order's procedures and the crap that they lie to us about. Something that I missed when I was doing the TikTok videos and whatnot about the LE procedures, because I'm having to go through these and read these like from front to back because I keep missing things. Big shit in these, right? So one of the things that I missed originally is in the section called a conduct of a prospect, where it tells you how like a prospect's supposed to act and handle patch holders and the active club members at the time. And
now I'm going to fast forward past that because I'm not going to. Let's go here
on to TikTok and anywhere else and ask an IO member, hey, are y'all an LE club? And they will always tell you the same thing. No, ain't no cops.
So in this part right here, he explains why he's doing this.
In my club, I've never met a cop in my club. They always say the same shit. But these books right here that an anonymous person sent me off of Instagram are telling the true story. These books are current. This one is actually as current as 2018, and the other one's up to 2021. There's stuff in here about the weapons guidelines. The standard policy of the IOMC is that...
Well, we'll get into where I won't be doing that part, but just wanted you guys to see it and kind of what's going on with it. And this is where he actually will read portions of their bylaws out. But the reason he's saying this is because he believes that the Iron Order is not telling the truth when they say they're not a cop club. And he's found things in their bylaws that he thinks goes against that. And so the whole reason he says he's doing this is because he doesn't like liars, and he feels like the Iron Order are liars, and he's going to expose them. He is not in a motorcycle club, but has decided to take a motorcycle club head on. And I typically, and this is what people say about me, because I've had all of the law enforcement motorcycle clubs, not all of them, but so many of them have messaged me since yesterday. And I'm trying to get a show where I have some of them on. And what the law says, Black Dragon, pretty much most of the time we love you. In this time, we feel you have it wrong, or this time we feel you have it right, but we'd like to add that to it, or whatever the case may be. Not everybody's going to agree with me every time. And I'm cool with that. So in this situation, I don't particularly agree with him. In fact, I disagree with what he's doing a great deal. And the reason that I disagree with it is I disagree with it so much, I made it a whole piece of paperwork as to why I disagree. And I think I have 10 things on here, and hopefully I can get through them all. I don't like this. I don't like what he's doing here. And I wouldn't care if it was the Iron Order or the 50-50 Juggalos Witch Motorcycle Club, what we talked about the other day. I wouldn't care if it was a riding club. I wouldn't care if it was a hog chapter, Gold Wing Riders of America. I wouldn't care if it was whoever the hell it was. I couldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be doing this. And there are some reasons. So let's go to reason one. Reason one is I don't like bullies. I hate people bullying people, pushing people around. I grew up being bullied. We moved into a house when I was 6 years old across the street from a family of bullies. The youngest kid, who was a few years older than me, became my worst nightmare. We lived there from the time I was 6 till the time I was 12. 6 goddamn years I lived underneath this fucking bully he changed the trajectory of my entire fucking life with his bullying bullshit. He made my life a living hell that still affects me to this day. He turned me into a very aggressive person. He turned me into a hunter. He turned me into a predator. One time he bullied me so bad, he broke my damn arm. And that was the next day my mother had me in karate school. I went on to become an 8th degree black belt. I hunted this motherfucker. I hunted him for I hunted him for years. I hunted him. I went back to Lawton, Oklahoma every summer hunting his ass for years to find him and make him pay for what he did to me. To find him. And come to find out, I just found out recently why I could never find him. He was in prison. He is in prison for murder. And when I read the things that he did to that woman, he learned those things on me. The torture he put her through before she died, the torture, was the torturous ass shit he did to me when we were just kids. But he changed me to a point that if you try to bully me, I will kill you. And I didn't used to be like that before. I don't like people bullying on people. When I was in the Navy, I never hazed anyone. Hazing was a big thing. I took my hazing when it was my turn to haze back. Like people, we would get our dolphins and people would punch them on you. They'd punch them onto your chest, or you'd get another rank and they'd punch it on your arm. I'd stand in line and take my punches pissed. Like if you punch me too hard, I was liable to fuck your ass up because you were bullying me. And I didn't like to be bullied because of that situation I went through. But when it was my time to tack on dolphins or my time to tack on somebody's crow, I never did that. I never. When it was time to haze a prospect, not me. I taught prospects. I wouldn't haze them because I'm really funny about bullies. I think what he's doing is bullying. He wouldn't do that BS to a major. He wouldn't be reading a majors or even a motorcycle club that of 99%ers. There's a whole lot of 99% clubs out there I know that would get with your ass. And people, I am cussing today because I'm mad. There's a whole bunch of 99% clubs that would get with your ass if you took their bylaws and started reading them on the internet. To me, that pushes, that goes beyond I hate you. That goes beyond I don't like you, Iron Order. That gets personal. And one of the things that often causes trouble is when you add insult to injury. Insult to injury. Injury is interesting. I had a guy recently that I've done some work for this guy. I put together a podcast system for him, much like the one I have right now. We had an agreement on an amount of money for me to be paid and when it was to be paid. And this person didn't keep his end of the bargain. And he comes up with all these excuses and all this stuff I did wrong. But never before payment day did you bring these things up. But on payment day, here we are. Well, I can understand injury. All right. You don't want to pay right now, blah, blah, blah. I can, people do that. I didn't get my money up front. Okay, it's my issue. But then he said some bullshit. I was told that I could get a college student to do what you just did in 2 days. Now, you added insult to injury. Now you want to talk to me like I'm a damn fool when it was injury. Now you add insult to injury. When you add insult to injury, it gets personal. That's what bullying is about. Bullying makes things personal. I've never liked bullies. And I think this is a form of bullying. When you wouldn't do this to a major club or what you considered a solid club. So why would you do it to anybody at all? All right, that's number one. Two, I don't like going after people just because they exist. I'm a black guy. I have to say that to you guys because a lot of times you guys forget. Like if you don't see my face, if you're listening to a podcast, I have been told throughout the years I don't particularly sound like or speak like or enunciate like a lot of black people you might know. So as a black guy growing up in Oklahoma, a completely red state, I have run into a lot of people who hate me because I exist. I ain't never done nothing to your ass. Didn't screw your wife. Not messing with your daughter. Ain't stole nothing from you. Haven't done you wrong in a deal. Haven't done you dirty. None of those things. But you hate me on sight because I exist in black skin. I didn't pick this. You can believe me if we were standing in the line up in heaven. All right, okay, listen here. We got these skins you can have. What skin would you like, Black Dragon? Well, who gets treated the best? Who makes the most money? Oh, wow. Who gets arrested the less? Who gets the less time when they go to prison? Oh, those cats over there with the blonde hair and blue eyes? Well, just let me pick the guys who get the worst end of the stick. I'll do that. Let me try that one out. Like, who would do that? If you could pick, there are a few who would. The people who go against the world at every turn. But most people would say, give me the fucking vanilla flavor over there. Give me that. Give me that. The ones who get treated the best. I didn't pick this. But it's like being born with one leg. That's how you're here. You're here with one leg. Are you going to be wallowing in the ground about it? Oh my God, I was just born with one leg. I'm not worth a damn. Or are you gonna be the best one-legged person you can be? There's Black Dragon in the one-legged Olympics. Damn, that guy hops fast. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. You got to do the best you can with what you got. So somebody hating your ass because you exist, what am I supposed to do? Non-exist? Well, what is Iron Order supposed to do at this point? Turn their patches in and just not exist because you don't like them? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. People that hate you because you exist. I don't give a damn about them. Or that club, or that club, or that club either. Ain't none of y'all got a club I give a damn about. Except this club right here in this video. These are my brothers. I don't know how to actually point to them. Go in reverse. Oh, there they are over there. These are my brothers. The guys in this video. That's who I give a damn about. That's the club, and I can't stand a lot of them, to be honest with you. That's the club I care about. You and whatever pat you got on the back, I don't give a damn about you, except for the fact that if you treat me good, I'll treat you good. That's Nitro says he'd pick. He's an against the grain guy. He'd pick the trouble, whatever trouble he could pick. So then you'd be white, black dragon. I didn't say that. But I was just making a point. But yeah, people that hate you because you exist, like that's crazy. I don't care about any motorcycle club. Like I don't fall out like, oh my, that's why I refuse to belong to a support club. I support my brothers in my MC and they support me. Not most of them. Some of them can't stand my ass, which is a whole nother video. Not everybody that wears your colors is your brother, but hey, for the most part, we do at least respect each other. In my club, there is a way you must talk to each other on the phone or whatever, and that's whether you like them or not. Or the sergeant at arms will tear your ass a new ass. Period. Because of my experience with bullies, I can tell you there was a man who was my mother's boyfriend for a while. And I was a bedwetter. I wet the bed until I was about like 8 years old. I wet the bed for a long time. I was a bedwetter. There are certain reasons this happens, some psychological or, but back in the day, people thought it was because you were lazy. So this was back during the Vietnam War. My mother had a boyfriend who was kind of fucking crazy. I'm really cursing today because I'm a little bit frustrated. I'm trying to stop cursing. But when I think about some of these things in my past, I get angry. I still get angry to this day. And this guy was a bully. He walked into the house and punched me and stuff because he didn't think I was tough enough. I'm going to rough the boy up because he's a mama's boy. We're going to toughen him up by whooping his ass, punching him and bullying on him. And one day I went to bed and that son of a bitch put a diaper on me and made me wear that diaper to school. And everybody laughed at me. Well, my mother eventually put me in karate school after the bully across. I was getting bullied by a lot of people. And the bully across the street broke my arm. My mom put me in karate school. I eventually became an 8th degree black belt. Well, when I was a 6th degree black belt, I became a 6th degree black belt when I was like, oh no, I was maybe a 4th degree. Yeah, I think I was a 3rd or 4th degree by the time I went in the Navy. I was somewhere in my early 20, 21. I think I was like a 4th degree. And I got a layover in his hometown. The Navy was sending me somewhere, and I got a layover in, I believe it was St. Louis, Missouri. And he hadn't dated my mom in about 5 or 6 years. Maybe, I think maybe when my mom found out he was bullying me, she dumped his ass. So maybe I was 10 or 11. So now I'm in my early 20s, newly in the military, hadn't been in very long. I got a layover in this SOB's hometown. I got the address out of the phone book at the airport. Like there's a time that you would open these phone books at the phone booth. You young people know nothing about this. And you could look up, I got his address and I got a cab to his house. In my military Navy dress blues, he came to the door and I started beating the shit out of him for all those things he did to me. And I beat him horribly. In fact, the only thing that stopped it was his little child, his daughter, running up to me asking me, please don't kill my daddy. So I thought it was over because the police had been called and they came and got me and everything. And I thought my whole career was over. And just so happened the police were ex-military, and he decided he didn't want to press charges. So they took me back to the airport and escorted my ass out of town. They used to do things like that for you. So I have a hard time with people pushing people around. I don't like to see it. The next thing is I can never be part of anyone else's dirty work. Dirty work, man. Somebody, some low down, low life who was entrusted with Iron Order's top secrets. Their prospect book and all these books they sent this man, this creator, Wrecking Ball Bob. Somebody was entrusted with these precious documents. And they decided, like a coward, instead of making my own YouTube channel and my own YouTube page and my own TikTok page and my own Facebook page and telling everybody, I hate my former brothers because of this, this, and this, and listen to their secrets. Oh no! This coward thought he would package them up and send them to Wrecking Ball Bob. He knew he better not send him to Black Dragon. I'd have talked about his bitch ass. I won't be part of anybody's dirty work. You don't like Iron Order, go after them yourself. They were your brothers. Obviously, they had to be. You got their official documents. Don't package that up and send it to me. Now, I'll do stories. Now, if this was a story about something, I'll do stories. I get documents like that all the time. But I ain't fixing to do your dirty work. It's not the same for me. I ain't doing your dirty work, man. You don't like them bros, your former brothers, then you go out against them. You're not getting ready to get. I'll have you on the show. I'll let you read it. Hey, man. This is what Hillbilly Williams says. Hillbilly Bill, get him. And then I'll have them on the show. Hey, what do you got to say? And I'll watch you guys play ping pong because that's what we like to do. That is entertainment. It's entertaining for me. But you'll stand up like a man on your own 2 feet. You'll stand up like a man on your own 2 damn feet. I got to stand up like a man on mine. I ain't doing your dirty work for. Because, and next is, because I had it happen to me. It happened to me. When I was national president of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, there were some issues and stuff towards the end where it became necessary for me to step down. Hey, I had a good damn near 10-year run. I opened up chapters all across the country. I helped make my motorcycle clubs a household name. I did my thing. I did my thug thizzle. But it was time to step down. And so I wrote this heartfelt letter to my club. 33 years ago, I was born a poor black child in the ghetto without any food, having to walk to school 10 miles in the snow, barefoot, uphill both ways. It was uphill both ways because you had to walk a circle. And I just really, I hate to say goodbye, but and I wrote this heartfelt letter. It was for my club brothers. And some son of a bitch, lowlife, decided he would leak that letter to every 1% club in our area. Funny thing about 1%ers, they're predators. If they see a weakness, they will try to exploit it. So this fool thought he would exploit our motorcycle club by leaking my private letter out of my motorcycle club. This member who didn't like me. Well, bro, you could have come face to face. You could have swung. We could have fought. We could have got down in the weeds. Instead, you decided to be a lowlife, a snitch, a backdoor, a turncoat, a Benedict Arnold, a Judas. So this is why sometimes I absolutely refuse to, this is why I refuse to do anybody's dirty work. I have had it happen to me. I've had it happen to me. Somebody leaking out of our club. I've had people record my phone conversations as a national president, record me, screenshot me, all this dastardly bullshit because you people don't have honor. I believe in honor, and it is dishonorable to expose secrets, which comes to my next point. I used to have a top secret security clearance in the United States Navy. I had one of the highest kinds of clearances you could have as a submarine sailor. And some of the stuff we're seeing, like we just saw this kid put all these secrets out on the internet. I knew they were going to find him because they can figure out what is being said and what is being exposed, and they know where they put it. So then it's just a process of elimination. I knew they were going to find him. But during my time, there were every generation has one of these turncoat Benedict Arnold snitch pieces of shit. In my time, it was the Walkers. You guys can look this up. Walker was a chief in the United States Navy. He had a son who was also in the United States Navy, and they had been giving out secrets for decades. I believe, if I am correct, there was going to be a raid on a prisoner of war camp in Vietnam. And 40 minutes before the raid, the prisoner of war camp packed up and left. By the time the Green Beret or whomever got there, there was still rice smoking in the bowls. They realized they had missed the opportunity to retrieve these prisoners by minutes, perhaps 25, 30 minutes. Why? Because Russia had given them a call saying, hey, man, they're on their way to get their prisoners back. And they got this information from the Walkers, who had been selling secrets to them for maybe 2 decades or something. When you come from the military and you're involved in secret keeping, when you see somebody else's secrets, you have a reverence for them. Like, oh my God, that's this guy's secrets. I ain't fixing to tell their secrets. That's the last thing we're going to do is tell somebody else's secrets. You develop a reverence for other people's secrets. Does that make sense? So, because of my background in the military, I just, I just, well, Black Dragon, that goes against being a news reporter. Yeah, so a lot of times for me, there is absolutely an internal battle. I'm not getting ready to sit up here and tell you guys I'm perfect, and not getting ready to sit up here and tell you guys that I'm going to always be perfect. But that is part of my calculation, just so you know. The next thing is, I don't ever go out of my way to F with people. Especially grown people. Especially grown ass people. I don't go out of my way to screw with people. Grown ass men. I don't do that. I don't want to put that kind of energy out there in the world. Where I got to be watching over my back sometime because I decided to screw with a whole nation of people and tell them, in effect, I think you're a coward. I think you're weak. I think you won't do shit to me. I don't think you can do anything to me. I'm not afraid of you. Blah, 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 blah. Why invite that on yourself? Even the coward of the county went after those three men who raped his wife. You guys remember that song? Even the coward of the county. Why would you push around an entire motorcycle club nation, even if they're all cowards? I tell everybody this. Every 99% motorcycle club has some 1%ers in it. Some people that are about that life. If you push them. Every 1% motorcycle club has some 99%ers in it that ain't fixing to bust a grape if you push them. Don't get it twisted. Everybody will, just about everybody, will kill you when you kick in the front door of their house. That I don't have no place else to run. I ain't got to be an outlaw to protect my home, my children. I ain't got to be an outlaw to protect my motorcycle club. Sometimes these guys get it all twisted. They get to pushing up on you and don't realize I don't kill people. It doesn't mean I won't. Harley House 76, which you guys must go to his TikTok channel. It is really cool. I like him because he gives away free stuff to veterans and money too. So whenever you buy his stuff from him, he gives that money to somebody else. I could use a few hundred myself there, Harley. Just saying. I wanted to go on a trip this weekend, so I could. But anyway, moving along. Harley House says I'm too busy in my life to be worrying about what other people do. I forgot to put that down. That's one. That'll be number 11. I don't mess with grown folks, especially grown men. I don't go out of my way to push them around. The little flag that the 2%ers run around with. And I like the 2%ers. I'm not mad at the 2%ers. We might need them. You guys will be pretty happy that we have the 2%ers if the UN and NATO actually come here on that BS. It might only be the 2%ers that can help us at first because they're the ones that plan for it. But I like the 2%er flag. Comes back from the Revolutionary War. It's a yellow flag with a rattlesnake, coiled up, looking at you. And It's got these words written over the top of it.
Don't tread on me.
And don't tread on me. And then some of them you'll see another set of words underneath it.
I bite back.
And anybody am I talking about 3%? I'm sorry, 3%ers. Forgive me. I get it wrong, but I love my people. I can see. I mean 3%ers. That's what I mean. You're right, 3%ers. What the hell are 2%ers? I've heard that one too. 3%ers. Forgive me, 3%ers. And the idea is that only 3% of the people actually fought the Revolutionary War. I believe that's what it means. And so everybody else just sat around and watched. Only 3% of the people actually did anything. That's where the 3% comes from. That's what I've been told. But they'll have the sign, don't tread on me, I bite back. And anybody that's come from rattlesnake country knows if you step on a rattlesnake, that's the best time to get your ass bit. That's what I think about when I think about messing with grown folks. Like, they wasn't doing nothing to you. And then you stepped on them. And they're a whole motorcycle club, and you're one person. This is why I would not do this. Next is, I come from a place where you don't F with cops. Now, you say these guys are cops. You say they got cops in the... Did you not see yesterday's video where a law enforcement motorcycle club decided to go to these children's home, backed up by actual real police officers who stood by and watched the secretary of the Chosen Sons Motorcycle Club threaten a child, threaten her brother, knock out and punch a hole through the screen door and knocked out the damn glass, terrorizing those children while the police just stood there and watched. And you're going to F with a cop club? A club you claim is a cop club with cops in it? You're going to mess with them. You're going to push around a cop club. That's crazy. I grew up in a town. Let me tell you what. So I was in a game called the Little Dragons. It wasn't the Crips or the Bloods. We'd never even heard of them. It was in the Little Dragons. And we used to, car stereos and that sort of stuff. Cars, we were like a booster gang or whatever. Had a whole bunch of different disparate people. My club, I keep wanting to say club, my little small gang had blacks, whites, Mexicans, Asians, all of us kind of went to school together. Well, at some point, the police got pretty tired of us. If there was something going on in our little neighborhood, one of my bros was involved. And the police got tired of us. And back during that time in Oklahoma City, the police would just like whoop your ass. They would beat the hell out of you. They would just beat you down. Get you in the back of the cop car, drive around in the back, you're not seatbelted in, and slam your ass into stuff as they're playing roller derby with the cars. They decided that they were going to kill Smoke. Smoke was one of my brothers. I never knew his whole real name. We had pseudonyms back then. And I was Black Dragon. There was Little Daddy Scales. There was Smoke. There was Christmas Ultimus. All of these cool dudes. Christmas Ultimus. Chris, the ultimate white guy. Christmas Ultimus. He was a rich guy. He was a rich kid whose family was millionaires, but he got some sort of ego boost by hanging out in the hood with the bros And he was the best car thief we had ever seen. Every day, this guy's pulling up in a Porsche or some kind of thing. He was the greatest car thief ever. I bet he's a Fortune 500 CEO now. Christmas Ultimus. Anyway, Smoke was a black kid who was dark as smoke. That's why we called him Smoke. And the cops decided they were going to kill Smoke because he was probably the biggest burglar there was. So there was a white man in my neighborhood who owned the local store that we all hung out in front of. And for some reason, this guy took a liking to me. And he pulled me to the side and he said, John, we got to get you out of this neighborhood. The cops are going to kill Smoke. And you're hanging out with Smoke every day, and they're probably going to take you out with them. So he was very instrumental in helping me go into the Navy because he had been in the Navy. He had 7 daughters. I wish I could find this man and thank him because we were all just hood rats hanging out in the hood. And this guy taught us, he taught me how to become more, how to get out the hell out of there. And he sat down with me and my recruiter. He took all of his things because he was a big time store owner, which now it was just a little store. But at the time, he was this big rich merchant in a neighborhood full of people grubbing, trying to get by. Never dawned on me until much later. He was probably grubbing, trying to get by too. But he took a special interest in liking in me and worked with me and my mom and my recruiter until he got my ass out of that neighborhood. So I went to boot camp about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. I think that's how long it was. You're talking 60 or 90 days. It ain't that long. When I came back, Smoke was dead. Killed by the cops. Smoke was dead. And I missed being killed with him by 60 to 90 days. I don't mess with cops. I don't mess with them. I don't be pushing around on them. You ever hear that saying, cop killer? What do they do to cop killers? They make it very evident that you shouldn't be killing cops because they'll do anything they can to get you. I don't push around. I don't mess with, I don't do that. I wouldn't be pushing around on a cop club. Not personally. 5 and 9, I don't disrespect any MCs. To me, it goes against motorcycle club protocol to disrespect other motorcycle clubs. I'm not a 1%er. I don't claim territory. I don't push around on territory. Have you got an emergency? This is the 4th call. Okay. I'm still on my show. I'll call you right back. Sorry about that. I don't disrespect motorcycle clubs generally. To me, that goes against motorcycle club protocol. I'm not a 1%er. I don't claim territory. I don't say who can wear what rags and who can't. I'm not a patch police. So that's not my lane. If that was my lane, I'd probably be the worst I'd probably be the worst nightmare you ever saw. But that is not my lane. I don't believe in it. And I'm not going to be nice to anybody who tries that with me. But disrespect, the main thing in the MC world, and this guy's not a clubber, So I wouldn't expect him to know about the MC world. But the main thing in the MC world is respect. That's what MC protocol is all about. It keeps two bulls in the china cabinet or in the china closet or in the china store. It keeps them from tearing down the whole damn store because they respect each other. The two bulls can exist in the same place as long as they mutually respect one another. Those are my cows. Those are my heifers over there. You don't mess with those heifers. I'm good with that. You don't mess with those heifers. Okay, I'm good with that. Everybody can exist in the same plane as long as we respect each other, which goes with number 10. I believe that if we learn how to treat each other individually like solid pieces of irreplaceable gold, that all of the issues that we have would be solved because we would treat each other right and with respect. Yeah, we would treat each other right and with respect. So this is why. So if we're talking about who blessed Iron Order MC, Scott Weber, I don't give a damn who blessed them. I ain't blessed nobody. My motorcycle club got out of blessing people about 2010 when I became national president. That's when I stopped us from blessing anybody. We don't have that anymore. I'm not on here to talk about the greatness of or why or anything of why anyone should exist, including the Iron Order, who blessed them or anything. I don't give a damn. I don't wake up in the morning. I didn't ask anybody who blessed your MC. That's your issue to deal with. I make sure my MC is correct. I ain't got a damn minute to be talking about yours or caring about it. Who blessed them? I don't give a damn. They got to deal with that. I don't have to deal with it at all, except for my motorcycle club. I'm not on here. What I'm on here to say is why I would never expose any motorcycle club secrets, including Iron Orders. Why I think it's horrible to do that. And I've illustrated over the last 50 minutes the reasons why I don't believe in that kind of BS. So, if you need to, go back and look at the video. That's how I feel about that. And those are the reasons why. I'm not here to talk negatively about a content creator. As I say, I like most of the stuff that I've seen him do. It's really funny. But these are the reasons why I don't mess with grown folks. I don't bully. I don't push people around. I don't do patch policing. I don't expose people's secrets. I don't do other people's dirty work. I don't mess with cops. Just like I don't mess with motorcycle clubs. I live and I let live. I don't mess with people just because they exist. And I don't go out of my way to F with grown men. I think that's all 10 things right there. I could have done that in 30 seconds. But I'm a content creator. So I just thought I would create content. Well, if you care so much about protocol, go over and patch police them. Yeah, to my listening audience, Scott says, I agree. I don't give a damn about Iron Order, but I do care about tradition and protocol. Well, if you care that much, go patch police them. Or don't go to their... When was the last time you went to something that they were holding? That's the best way that you show non-support, is you don't go support. When was the last time you went to one of their parties or one of their cookouts or came to one of their? When was the last time you were invited? That's the best way I don't show support. I can't even speak. That's the best way I don't show support is I don't go. If I don't feel like going, if I don't feel like supporting you, I don't go. Best thing I can do. Multiple 1%ers in the area is a touchy atmosphere and balance to keep. 3 in my area, and I'm in 1. Oh, it didn't used to be that way, did it, Dirty? Dirty Dingus. It didn't used to be that way. Is that Jamel Brooks, one of my club brothers? Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Good luck with that chapter you're building, bro. It's good to see you. I remember it didn't used to be that way, Dirty. It didn't used to be that way at all. Every region had its groups of 1%ers to deal with. So you move your motorcycle club in this region. Oh, I only got to deal with those guys. You move your motorcycle club to that region. Oh, these guys. I only got to deal with those guys. You move to this region. Oh, I've got chapters under these guys over here, so this will be easy. Now you move into an area, and you got 13 1%ers in the town, and they all call themselves dominants. It can be crazy. Can you make a video about how to navigate an area with more than one dominant? I think I've done that before, but it's probably time to do another one because now there's even more than when I did it before. Yes, Huggy Bear, I see you, brother. Much love. I'll do one of those because it is interesting. But to just put it in a quick kind of thing, I pray you got a counsel there, because that let them fight it out and then deliver their message to the council, and the council can tell everybody around. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on this subject. An hour long, so I hope that you guys got it. And that's how I feel about it. I see that the comments were very full today, and wow, that's crazy. So Todd J, and I always like what Todd J has to say. We're all in this world together, and we're all one family. And I hope that we can all treat each other like that. Let me see. An interesting video is 1%er attending a party to another 1%er's club. Yeah, but they do that all the time. A lot of people just don't know that. A lot of you guys don't really deal with 1%ers a whole lot. You get your colors and you rock on. But people don't know how much they talk. They talk a lot. They talk to each other. They got their sergeant-at-arms calls, their sergeant-at-arms, their president. They talk. They go to each other's clubs. They hang out. They ain't always shooting each other. They be hanging out. They'll have, it's kind of interesting. You'll see them at war with a club over 3 states away, but in this state, they're hanging out. I've seen all this before. They're trying to make it like everybody else, man. Okay, listen, my club brothers are throwing a party this weekend up in Iowa as we celebrate bringing in our Iowa chapter, man, which is pretty cool. So if you guys want to visit the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation and hang out with us, let me see if I can find that flyer. We'll be having a party Saturday, tomorrow night, and you guys are more than welcome to come hang out at it. It's going to be at the Holiday Inn, Des Moines. Holiday Inn, what is this? West Des Moines, at 4800 Merg Hay Road. MERG? Is that MERG or MERD? I can't believe they made this ugly flyer. Merg Hay Road, Des Moines, 50322. It's going to be April 15th at 8 p.m. The Cover charge is $15 at the door. All presidents get in free. And you can call the president up there, Loki, my club brother, 515-664-8599. They will have a raffle basket, and tickets are $2 a piece. And it's just gonna be a lot of fun bringing in that brand new club. And we're so proud of our brothers in Des Moines. After this weekend, we'll have a new Des Moines chapter. Goose, aren't you the VP there? Hey, that flyer, sir. Put your glasses on. Put my glasses on. That's what the VP says. Put your glasses on. Bro, it says Holiday Inn West, Des Moines. He was right. Just needed to put my glasses on. I only got one glass in it, though. There's no glass here. So we'll just look out of this right eye. Holiday Inn West, Des Moines. Gosh, I can see it much better now. 4800. I guess that's MERD, maybe? Merdhade Road or Merghade Road. Des Moines 50322. So I'm sure you guys can find that Holiday Inn there. It says zero BS allowed. Zero bullshit allowed. Don't come there on no bullshit. Come there the right way, and we'll be happy to have you. Black Sabbath Des Moines on the set party. So this is their on the set party. So absolutely appreciate you guys. Damn! Damn, Harley House just sent me some money. Hey, man, thanks. Holy moly. Hey, man. Shoot it. That all you got to do is ask? Anyway, thanks, Harley House. I just had my phone up, and I just saw Harley House just sent me some money, man. I'm so happy. All right. Wow, this is a good day. Christmas and summer. That's all right. Okay, so this is our party. Definitely make your way to it if you can. We'd love to see you guys out there at the Black Sabbath Des Moines, Iowa coming out party. I'm so proud of these brothers, man. We are establishing ourselves across the United States. First, it was across the South. We did a Southern, we took over the South first. Not took over, but became a part of the South Motorcycle Club community. Is that the best way to say that? We became a part of the of the motorcycle club community in the South first, and now we're edging up the Eastern Seaboard and across the top. So, Des Moines, Iowa is excellent. We're in Topeka, Kansas, up there now. Frederick, Maryland. So we're just kind of coming across the top. Wichita, Kansas. Topeka, Kansas, Hutchinson, Kansas, up there as we go back west to California, where we come from. Kind of cool. All right, man. That's that. Anything else for me? Harley House says I'm his vet. I am. I'm y'all's vet. I appreciate you, man. Much love to you. Like I said, get over to Harley House on TikTok. Harley House 76 it is. Isn't it? Harley House 76. I think that's what it is. Harley House 76. So check him out. He's got really cool content over there, man. Really, really funny. He's another one of those guys that makes you laugh all day long. All right, man. To my club brothers, man. Be safe out there on that damn highway, bro. Especially on them Harleys. They barely be making it. So, I wish I could give you guys all victories. I could just hand each one of you a victory. Which I hand you a victory every day just in being part of the club. But you know what I mean. I want you guys on victories. Even though they don't make parts for them anymore. But hey, who's perfect? Nothing's perfect. I got 3 of the big 5 all within half an hour of me. It's going to be interesting this summer. Oh yeah, this summer is going to be interesting. It is. Earth is the tree of life that gives us life, and we are the family tree. The web connects the branches together and branch off, and the web connects the family tree roots grow stronger together. That's what Todd J just said, man. So there you go. Absolutely, Goose. I love you, man, and congratulations to you, VP, and the prez up there. Goose was originally one of you guys. He was a subscriber, and he found the Black Sabbath through the show and did what it took to become a brother. And now he's a big time VP. I think he might have been prez of the Topeka chapter for a while. And just, man, all that cool stuff. Brotherhood. That's why we do this. All right. You guys take care. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comments section below. Thanks for tuning in and get skinny, and let me find the right outro. Is this it? Maybe this is it. No, that's not it. This is the one. Yeah! Dude, stop that!
do yours first.
Yeah, how about you first?
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.